Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I'm looking at your screen share.
Nice.
So these are actually this is my friend I actually played with. So I'm not actually facing higher elo than what I'm facing right now. But yeah, I mean, still the same concept still like.
Of course. Let's rewind. Let me see what happened here. It's just Brand throwing stuff at you, right?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
he just. It's kind of hard to dodge it sometimes, but I'm still trying to learn how to when he's gonna throw it and when people are gonna throw skill shots at me and the lane itself and how it should be played.
Basically, you should just expect him to throw the skill shot at the first opportunity they get. Oh, this guy is dead as hell. Wait, why'd you start W?
Why'd I start it?
Yeah.
Because I figured, I don't know, I actually, my mindset when I started W was to try to push the waves so they couldn't poke me out. Like I didn't want to slow push it or anything. I wanted to throw it at the lane and then just try to push it out, but it didn't work.
Yeah, your W doesn't really, push. It's not like a Saber W. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah, I'm dead as hell here. I thought.
Okay, first let's talk about W. All right. So W level 1 is interesting in that it's not always a bad idea, but it's good that you're coming up with like a way to use it. Like, oh, your strategy was I want to take a level 1 so that I can push the wave and they can't poke me, right?
Yeah.
So what happened? You tried to execute and what happened?
Yeah, it didn't really work.
Yeah, they just pushed anyways, right?
Yeah, I realized that after that game that was a bad idea.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's good to think about this kind of stuff, but make sure you're keeping track of what you're testing and how the result was, right? Like, oh, how many times out of 10 would taking W first to push the wave work? And I would know that it doesn't work because I've tried that stuff before, right? So you just want to I mean, it's good to try out theories, but that doesn't really work. Level 1 W is like they have some kind of melee support. And you hit level 2 and you throw it at them right before you hit level 2 and they can't get away. Something like that would be really good, right? So yeah. Otherwise, you would really like to start E or even Q in this lane, right? You can even Q and walk up and auto attack once and run away. But it's okay, I think in this lane is very much an idea of how do we not get hit.
Right. Yeah, it is. Because they're a poke lane, right? So they're gonna always want to trade with us.
Right. So I mean, we can talk about this. So your instinct here is let's help this fight, right?
Right.
So now that begs a question of how much health do you need to? Is there like a point where you don't try and follow up? Let's say you're full HP. Do you follow up here?
I think so.
Yeah, I would say so. You kill this guy. All right. What if you're 75% health? Do you follow up here?
Sorry about that. Sorry. I forgot my phone was on. Had sound on it. Yeah. So if I was 75% health, I think I don't know if we win, or we might be able to kill him, but I don't know because Jen has his fourth shot, so he's just gonna use that and then Q me, and use his combo on me. So I don't think it goes as planned because I don't know. I feel like it doesn't go as planned, but we might be able to kill him.
Yeah, you guys definitely killing them at 75%, but it's a little more dicey, right? You're not as sure. How about 50%?
I don't think at 50%. It's kind of I don't know. Maybe I
still like even more dicey, would say, right?
Because they probably still have sums up at this point. Right?
What if you have 50 health?
Oh no.
So what was how do we get what's the threshold, right? Of when you follow up and when you don't follow up, and stuff like this is important is because most players their instinct is my support caught someone, let's go, right? So we're already kind of at the point where it's past dicey, right? Remember we're like 50% is even dicier, and then now it's like we're getting close to there's no way you can help this, right? Yeah. So there are ideas of like if your support, like let's say you're playing with a catch support or an all-in support, and they go in. You should already have a game plan in mind. Like, I'm going to go in if he does this, or I'm not going to go in if this is not accomplished. Right? So maybe in this case, it would be like, you're so low health that you know, if he lands this, that's nice, but we can't do anything about it, right? So here is just you're just losing heal, and you didn't really get to accomplish anything, right? So
Yeah.
that's the first thing we're seeing here is, you know, how do we know what our plan is for follow up? Oh, does it happen again? Yeah, it's the same idea, right? So it's like don't listen to your is it, I guess, base instincts on follow up. Okay, here's a better way to put it. When you have a support that can catch and or all in, know what your response is before they do it.
Right.
Right. So it's like if he lands a hook, we're going in or not, and based on whatever factors, like their jungle's here, their jungle's not here, we win 2v2. You know what I mean? But right now it's just you were going in kind of no matter what, and that's kind of what led you into losing the lane harder. It's like, oh, okay, don't get poked, but I think this is the bigger idea where if you do this on other games, you're gonna have the same kind of punish going on, right? So I think just look for a really good one to follow up. All right, follow up on what's super free, and if it's not super free, you want to make sure that you figure it out before you go in. So does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely the prediction part of it. Like, if my support does this, what do I do? Right. So let's say Alistar combos Leona. You know, most players will like just start hitting Leona, but then they're gonna die because Leona turns on them, right? So, oh, that's a Twitch thing. You know what that is, right?
What?
What happened here? This is a Twitch thing. What happened?
I took a tower shot, I guess.
Wait, how'd you take the tower shot?
Oh, the poison.
Yeah. So if you poison them, don't be in tower range because it will always target you. So
right, exactly. That was just my bad. I didn't even. I think I was paying attention to like something else at that time, and I was just trolling.
Yeah, it's a Twitch thing for sure. It's okay. And then let's see what's going on here. You guys are gonna kill these guys, sure. Very nice. Okay, let's talk about this. So what part of this do you think is the most important to talk about?
Well, if we go back, obviously Kha'Zix is coming in for a gank. So I honestly think I think I should have went in on the brand other than the Jhin because that's what Kha'Zix was focusing.
Well, he's too far away, right? You're not gonna catch up to this.
But
here's a hint. You're not gonna kill anyone here, but there's a habit here that's important to talk about.
I guess it's using my abilities, right?
Yeah. Okay. So which one? Because this is also important.
Okay. So I went. I was queuing.
Okay. So far so good, right?
So then I W'd, but I E too early
for the slow. And what did you do with your E?
I instantly used it.
So how much damage did it do?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I did 27 damage. So how much damage does your expunge normally do at 6 stacks? What do you think?
Quite a bit.
6 times 27, I think. So I don't know, something like that, right? So yeah, very much a expunge usage idea, right? I want you to think you don't press E unless it's 6 stacks. Right, that's you. Like you actually start from there. Like you don't do like you need to be able to do that every time, and then you can branch out from there, right? But you know, seeing if you use your expunge and it's not 6 stacks, that actually becomes a bad habit really quick on Twitch, right? It's actually something that I have troubles with a lot of times. I'm like, oh, I should expunge right now, but then I realize immediately after I expunge, I'm like, oh, I could have just held on to it and get more stacks, you know. We should also talk about another habit here, which is if they have a health advantage like this, you want to avoid fighting. I think it's just a good way to put it. Because you know, okay, sure, even if you're full HP, you don't want to trade with Jhin. But right now, I think you might have a problem with walking up to try and do something and he hits you, right? So, let's keep going. Oh, this is free as hell, right?
Yeah, it is. I think.
Oh.
He did.
Okay, let's watch this.
So I think no. Okay, at this time he says that my support actually thought he didn't have flash, so that's why he hooked that way. But
true. But what habits should we talk about here?
I'm kind of missing it. I guess.
Right.
I know exactly what it is.
Okay, what is it?
Knowing what the enemy jungler is, and
Okay,
knowing where
that's
this force.
true. Let's just talk about fighting stuff because I think the fighting stuff is what we're gonna be going over today. So,
Okay.
like ability usage and all that jazz. So, what did we just talk about?
Oh, using the usage of abilities.
Okay, so I want you to watch this and tell me why are we talking about this.
Oh, because I used my E again.
And you see how it's like becoming a bad habit, right?
Right.
Where he didn't even have poison stacks and you used it. So I want you to think 6 stacks or nothing. Okay, 6 stacks or you don't use it, and that's gonna help you a lot. Because right now I think you have this habit of just using it immediately, and you know that. I mean, I know we both know that you know what max damage is, right? You just get max stacks, so you just need to be patient about it. I think that's what's going on here. You just need to be more patient. I think you're too eager to like do damage or something, so you end up using expunge really early. But this is not that bad. You're just like trying to push the wave, so that's okay. Fast forward, fast forward. I think we're really gonna be looking at the fighting ideas for sure in this replay, and less about macro stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, nice try on the dodge. That looked good. That was a good attempt. Sure. Oh, okay. This is going on somehow. Oh, Jin turns around. I like it. We can talk about 4v5 stuff, but you're at the level where you can win without 4v5 stuff. Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay, I flashed. That's what I shouldn't have done. Actually. Yeah. I was like, holy shit, I'm getting double kills and shit. Then Yasuo's there, and then I think actually.
Wait, what makes you? Oh wow, can we actually get this guy?
I think so. No, because he TPs.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So there's no way.
I think he actually ends up killing me.
No way. Oh my! Oh no! Alright.
Yeah, the heal. Yeah, I think it was a miss.
A lot of Twitch things going on here, but you can't heal while you're stealth because it gets rid of your stealth, right? Yeah, that's one thing. Okay.
It was a troll.
Okay.
I think I panicked and shit, and I was like, "How did he see me?"
Let's talk about this actually too, because this is a little bit more advanced, but it's the same stuff I want you to practice. Right? I want you to look at your E usage here and tell me, did you have to use it? Here in this picture.
No, I actually didn't have to use it.
Right. I want you to think this is your trump. Once you use that's all you got. That's what I want you to think. For the majority of the game, until you have a bunch of items, then you don't need expunge anymore, right? But for the majority of the game, if you don't 6 stack them, or it's like I want you to think you wanna have it as juicy as possible every fight, right. And at this level, you will get the juiciest possible expunge. Like theoretically speaking, what's the best expunge you can get in this picture?
The best one?
Yeah. Maximum potential. What do you think?
Like as far as like damage or how many people? What do you mean?
Like the best expunge you could possibly get in this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even get 6 stacks by the time they died.
Well, let's just let's say if we were playing Malphite, we get a 3-man ulti. That would be the best possible ulti, right?
Yeah.
So with Twitch E, what's the best possible potential we could get here?
Double kill or two, like I don't really know. Like
how many stacks?
Oh, how many stacks? Yeah, like I'd say like 2, like 3, maybe 2 or 3.
3 stacks? That's the max. That's the best you could possibly get here. Like pretend these guys are all target dummies. I think I might be confusing you with this line of questioning. These are all target dummies. How do you do max possible damage to all 3 with your expunge?
I don't think I would. I think I can only like get like one person, maybe not even one person.
No. I want you to think max. Like they can't move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, target. Have you used the practice tool before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. So you were thinking of them as dummies and how many stacks I can get.
There are 3 dummies.
Yeah.
You can use expunge. How do you get the maximum amount of damage on all 3 dummies with 1 expunge?
I guess making sure that they're like together, or well, no, never mind.
Okay, let's say there's 1 dummy. Let's say there's 1 dummy. What's max possible damage?
Oh, the max damage with my like E and W and all that.
With your E. Like
With
it's
my
not
E?
like a number thing. It's like a more like a general idea. Let's say for example on Varus, max damage would be proccing all 3 W stacks, right?
Yeah.
So how about 1 target with Twitch?
Yeah. Yeah. You could get 6 stacks.
Yes, 6 stacks on 1 guy,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
maximum possible. You physically cannot get more,
Yeah.
right? That's really good. We would say that's exactly what you go for in game. How about 2 dummies?
The possibility of getting that's not very high unless they're like together, and you hit your W and then
We don't care about like probability. We just care about max potential.
on 2 dummies.
Yeah, 2 dummies.
You could like you could get. I don't really know, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest.
Wait, so 1 dummy is 6 stacks, right?
Yeah, so so you get like 12, I guess.
Yeah, 12 stacks.
Yeah,
You
okay.
6 on 1 guy and 6 on the other, right?
Okay, I'm overthinking this whole thing.
Yeah, I think you might. Yeah, I think you just might be overthinking it. So if you have
Yeah.
3 people, you know, theoretically, you get 6 stacks on everyone, right?
Yeah, okay. So 6
Now
stacks.
when the reason why this is important is because at this level you can always get that. All right,
Yeah.
I want you to watch this clip, and I want you to tell me, you know, can we theoretically get all 3 guys with a bunch of stacks here? If you flash on this brand and start hitting him, and then expunge last.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much out. Like, you don't even have to E, to be honest. Like, because they're really low, and you don't. All I gotta do is just probably auto them.
Right. So
Yeah.
we have ideas of maybe, you know, if you don't have to use it, don't use it. Right. I want you to think, don't press this button until the very end.
Right. Okay.
Like you press this button at the very end and then you win. That's what I want you to think. So right now we just have a habit of using it really like the opposite of how we want to use it. Like we want to use it last. Yeah. We want to use it last. Oh, this feels bad.
Yeah, actually, this was a feels bad for sure. They cheesed my ass. So they sat there. What the? I was so upset with myself, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what else are they gonna do, right? So
Yeah.
that's fine. We're not gonna worry about that too much.
Yeah.
Although, if you don't see them on the map, you know, you do assume they are in the worst possible spot for you. This is the stuff we want you to practice here, right? Is this relevant or not relevant to what we've been talking about?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep doing it throughout this video.
Repetition is king. Okay, that
Yeah.
like we have to point it out every time so that when you get into game, you'll be triggered. Like actually, like that's how when I was watching my videos, I was like, holy shit, I keep doing the same thing. And then when I get into game, I'm like, okay, don't do that thing, right? So you're gonna notice it a lot more now that you're kind of conscious about it. But I want to show you like how important this idea is, because it's kind of permeating through like your whole gameplay, right? Like you're like, oh, maybe sometimes you lose minions, or you don't push as fast, or you miss kills, right? So it's kind of becoming a what's it called? A pervasive. Is pervasive the right word? It's like throughout the whole, throughout your whole gameplay, you see it. That was actually really good, right there. This is perfect, right? If you don't need to use your expunge, don't use it. This is perfect. So this is an example to look at where you do it 10 out of 10. No one can do it better. Like I can't do this better. This is it, right? You wanna look at this and be like, this is the perfect usage of how to not use your E. Is you don't need to use it, don't use it. So it's not that you can't do it. It's just that you need to recognize what it looks like and then do it every time, right? You see where I'm getting at, right? Where we have the same thing here. So I want you to think you only go for the juiciest 6-stack expunges and get it on everyone if possible. So
To be honest, I shouldn't mess with him because I have no mana.
You're killing this guy though, 100%.
100%. I think.
Right?
I think I kill him. I don't know.
No. You can't kill him anymore. Why is that?
Because I have no mana. Or yeah, I have no mana.
Let's say you have 1,000 mana here. What can you cast?
I can't cast anything because he stuns me. Right?
Well, let's say you're not stunned and you have 1,000 mana. What can you cast?
W and E.
Can you cast E though?
Oh. Yeah, okay. I see.
You see what I'm getting at? Yeah, I see what I'm getting at, right? This is the whole game, the whole replay. We're looking at this very idea. Because if you just hit this guy 6 times and expunge, you kill him. Alright. So I want you to think this is the only thing you go for when you fight. Is 6 stack expunge. Nothing else. Alright. Even if they're getting away, I don't care. I want you to hold on to it. Like you need to, when you press that button, I want you to think you're gonna kill someone. Okay.
Right.
Because you would be like, honestly, you could be like 10-0 by this point, just with this idea. Okay, well maybe not 10-0. One time, they were hiding in the bush. That feels bad, but you would have a lot of kills, essentially. So I want you to think 6 stacks only. All right, 6 stacks only. Expunge. No other usage exists.
Okay.
Until you can do this every time, 5 games in a row, no other usage exists. Oh, you fucked up the minions.
I know. I was so pissed because I was like, dude, why would you do that?
It. Oh, you can kill this guy here. Oh, 5 stacks? One more. Oh, there it is. That was almost 6 stacks. But you see the difference.
Yeah.
And what you did right here and what you did before is you got as many stacks as physically possible. This is really good, right? So we just need you to do this every time. Right? We need you to be consciously looking for it. You can't get this guy, by the way, I'm pretty sure.
No.
But it's okay. You don't want to chase. Oh, that's really awkward. But
I don't think he has ulti. Did I so when it comes to the laning phase of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I just not? I mean, because we can't really trade with like in lane, right? Because we have Thresh.
Wait, say again?
Like in laning phase, like early, we couldn't really trade with Jin or
well, why not?
Brand, right? Well, I mean, I feel like we can't because like Brand just pokes and Jin pokes too.
Mm-hmm.
So Thresh is relying on hitting hooks. So
well, theoretically speaking, I can tell you that Thresh in Twitch level 1 is extremely strong with if both Thresh and Twitch take E, right? Like Flay level 1, you guys can all in them essentially, and they like you said, you don't want to trade, right? But if you can all in, that's a different story.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So
I'm just talking about trading.
That's trading. Yeah, trading is not you're not going to be trading at all. You got to wait for hooks, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're right in the sense that it's hard to trade versus that because he's going to force shot you. You can't do anything. So totally fine. Yeah, it's just that we haven't really gone in depth into laning phases because look, it actually like just didn't matter, right? Yeah, it's almost like laning didn't exist in this game. Where even if you're losing lane, it's fine. You just 6 stack, expunge these guys in a fight, and they always die. I promise you. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's all you're going for is how to win these fights. All right, here we go. It's all gonna be the same idea. When we watch these clips, it's all gonna be the same idea. Oh, perfect. All right, why do we like that so much? What do you think?
Well, because I actually didn't even use my E.
Yes, exactly. You don't need it, don't use it, right? And because you still have it, we're gonna 6 stack this dude, right? We'll say 10 out of 10. All right. So we want you to do this every time.
Right.
Every time. So we know you can do it. You just gotta do it every time. You see how like you enabled Fizz to get this Garner, right? Because you 6 stacked him. Yeah, exactly. So this is really good. This is extremely good. Very nice. Oh, careful.
I think he. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
But
I'm not too
okay
worried about
because I said worth to that. I mean, even though I didn't have, there's a chance like I didn't have to die there. It was okay because we won the fight.
Well, I mean,
or did we win the fight?
Is it okay though?
I mean, he did get a kill. I think he got bounty. Yeah, he did
450 gold shutdown, right?
Yeah, he did get the bounty. So I guess it's not okay, but
And was he dying? Was he dying anyways? If you didn't walk up,
No.
he wasn't dying.
If Jin wouldn't have walked
here.
up,
how does Jin get away here?
oh, Jin, no, he's not dying. I could have honestly just walked away, and we would have been okay.
Yeah. So, you don't want to. I think you might. There might be an idea of you're trying to fight when you have no health, right? Which I think we saw in lane, but
yeah.
I'm gonna say
I thought Thresh would. My mindset was I wasn't going to die because I had two people right next.
Nah. I mean, what if that was a Malphite, AP Malphite, right?
Yeah,
just because you have people next to you doesn't mean they can kind of save you, right? But it's okay. We're not really too concerned about that. Just maybe in general, if you have significantly less HP than them, don't fight, right? Or see if they can kill you before you fight, right? I'm more concerned about the whole. Are we getting our maximum damage potential out every time? Because it's becoming it's just every time you do this, it reinforces your habit until you're doing it like on autopilot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even on minions, don't do it. You want to do it on minions, 6 stacks. Okay, so that's really what we're looking for here. Like you see how you have no expunge here, so this fight could be really strange.
I think it ends up being okay.
It's good because it's just so good that it's really good.
I used my sponge there because he was walking away.
This is fine. We'll say this is fine. But if you want to train, if you want to like make this a habit, just even save it in these cases. Like you just need to go the full extreme the other way. Just straight up not use it unless it's like insane value. That's what I want you to think. Okay, insane value only.
Okay,
well, let's pretend Yasuo's not here. It's still the same idea, right? I want you to not use expunge. We're gonna keep pointing these out, so you will actually get triggered in game. All right, it's so important for Twitch that you cannot play the game if you can't get this down, right? Unless you get 3 items, then you don't even need expunge. But yeah, you won't be able to play the game unless you do this, and you've done this really well. There are several instances of where you're doing this perfectly. But there are just as many instances where it's the opposite, right? So I want you to completely eliminate this habit, and your game will be infinitely easier. I promise. Okay.
I'm so mad.
It's because you didn't have expunge, right? It's just the same thing over and over again, essentially. So this is just the feels bad. I mean, we could call this something else. You see my YouTube videos, right?
Yes.
The 2 tips to win games. All right, so what do we call this?
Hitting time.
Yeah. So you already know. It's fine. It's just
I actually, to be honest, I was trolling. So
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm still more concerned about the whole ability usage. All right, I want you to think, in order to win these fights, the reason why people who Smurf can win every fight is because we do this. And it's not something that you can physically do this. You just need to mentally discipline yourself in this area of using your abilities wisely, right? And you can fight, okay, not just as well, but you're getting closer, and you'll be doing better than the people at your rank. So
do you think Twitch is strong?
Yeah, Twitch is really good for you. You should definitely play this champion. I mean, you're just gonna kill him for free. So as long as
do you think he's strong? Do you think he's strong in the meta? Is what I'm asking.
Sometimes, not always. So, like, if they have specific champions, you might have a bad time playing against them, right? But I think overall he's pretty good. Overall, I
think in low elo you can literally play anything, go AP, and then win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can really do anything you want. So
yeah, fine, I mean, I don't know. I've been trying to. ADC is like still newer to me. I did main it years ago, but I stopped. The meta's changed a lot, but I wanted to play it because I think it'll help my mechanical skill better. I don't know. I know I have my mechanics lack. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know. This is literally like I'm trolling right here.
We're seeing a lot of Twitch things. Okay, so this is actually different. This is something we didn't talk about. So when you stealth in, and then you come out of stealth, and you're trying to make something happen. If it works, what do we call this? This is like a play, right?
Yeah.
And what if it doesn't work? What is it called?
Trolling.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, a throw, trolling. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but basically, the bottom line is when you do this, how many times out of 10 does it have to work for you to go for it?
I mean, it has to work. For me to go for it, it has to work. Like, it has to be a pretty good probability.
Yeah. So, for me, it's 90%. We do this if we think it's gonna work 9 times out of 10, at least. So, otherwise, what do you do instead? If you can't find it, if it's not a high percentage, right? What do you do instead?
If it's not high percentage, you just don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't do it. So this is we would say that was that was
Yeah.
I mean we saw the idea, right? But there's just unless it's like
and actually in that game,
mm-hmm.
in that game,
you're just like telling them to go in.
Yeah, I'm telling them to go in. Like we honestly, I think. Hold on, is this the same game? Yeah, we're like really strong. Like really strong. We could actually fight. Like we could fight them.
Okay, so what makes you think you can fight them?
Well, we have a really fed Cho'Gath in that game, so I feel like if we just
Okay.
ran it, if Cho'Gath just ran at them and then silenced them,
So he runs at them, and what do they do?
Well, I don't know. I just obviously he would probably get CC'd.
They just hit him, right?
At least, yeah. I mean, but he's really tanky at this point because at this point in the game, because he's really fed.
He's not like that tanky to me.
Okay, maybe not. That was just me griefing, I guess.
Here's the thing. Okay, so there's ideas like maybe if the team did this XYZ, we could have won. But I want that's not the approach you want to take. Like let's say, if my team played perfectly, we'll ace them and get Baron, right? Of course, your team plays perfectly. They play average, you win. You know what happens in solo queue? Both teams play average. So what does that mean for you if you want to climb with a 80% win rate out of here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I gotta focus on me and not worry about what my teammates are doing.
Yeah, you have to play in such a way that they can play below average and still finish this and win, right? So honestly, in this case, if they play perfect, you just die for free anyways. To be quite honest, right? I want you to think that anything you do is so good that you can do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Right. That's actually the solo queue approach, right? You don't need your teammates. Your teammates are there for numbers, just to even the numbers or numbers advantage. Otherwise, any kind of play you make is totally by yourself, right? Like self-sustainable. So if you need something like I'm gonna go in and Morgana black shields me, I'm not even gonna do that. Right? I'm like, unless she shields me beforehand, I'm not even gonna try and go for those kind of plays because it requires some degree of reliance on your team, right? So if there's any kind of like part of the game where you feel like your team should have done XYZ, you should go back and rewatch and ask yourself, how can I do this by myself? Right? How can you make it so good that no one needs to do anything? That's the ideal play. So, yeah. Yeah, there. I think you're just inting there. So it's okay. It happens. Sometimes it happens. This is interesting. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, free kill on Brand.
I came here for two things.
I mean, not bad.
To suck some hard candy.
Let's talk about this.
And suck some dicks.
Thank you for the sub, Rizinold. What do you think? Oh shit! What the heck? Hello? Testing?
Yeah. No, I'm here. I'm just waiting.
Oh, what the heck? My thing muted itself or something. I clicked the wrong button. My bad.
Yeah.
What do you think here?
So I mean, like I said, this is actually the really good. I forgot how this fight actually ends. But honestly, as Twitch, I'm just kind of waiting for them to use all their abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But I was definitely too close for comfort to them. For Yasuo to his tornado, and I should have just waited until they used ulti till Brain so I didn't get caught out and then went all big dick.
Nice, right? So being patient is probably really good here, right?
Yeah.
And then what about something we've already talked about today? Because what you said is the other half. This is the other half.
Well, I didn't even use my E in that fight. I don't even think I should have. Did I use my E in that fight? I used my ultimate. but I didn't use my E. Yeah, I didn't even use my E.
It's good, right? We didn't use our
Yeah, but
expunge.
shouldn't I used it there though? Because I
Yeah.
had like 6 stacks
Okay.
on him.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Let's watch. Let's watch. What do you think?
1, 2, 3. I think
What do you
using
think?
the E was a good idea, or not using it was a good idea.
Yeah, I would agree. 100%. Don't use it, right?
Yeah.
Do not use it. If you do not need it, do not use it is the rule. This is a Twitch thing we're gonna talk about though. Is when you come out of stealth, I want you to think that this is so free that nothing can go wrong. All right. That was just the other. I guess it's related to patience, right? Just being patient when you're coming out of stealth. Okay, but you guys you wiped them. That was good. It was really good how you waited, but you want to wait even longer. Like I want you to think. So there's like a window of opportunity for you to go, right?
Yeah.
And let's say it's like a span of 5 seconds, right? And in the beginning, what you might think is an opportunity could be just fake, right? And maybe it looks good, but you're not quite sure yet. So I want you to think that the best time for your window of opportunity to go in is at the last second, the very last second.
Mm-hmm.
That's your best time to go, right?
Right. I don't know. When as an AD carry, I think we just have to look at what their team has and what they can do to me to like instantly kill me, and as a threat, like for example, like Skarner's R or like Brand's ultimate.
Right.
I forgot what else we have. Other teammates. Gen W. I mean, but they don't really actually have a lot of things that can get to me besides really Skarner.
Just like Skarner, Flash, maybe Yasuo. That's about it, right?
Yeah, that's about it. So I mean, we just have to wait for a couple things and then we're good to go.
Agreed. This is good, but can it be better? What do you think?
Well, I used my E too early.
Exactly. All right. So if there's ever a mechanical, you say you want to work on mechanics, right? So this is the first mechanical idea is how do we use abilities correctly, or how do we use it efficiently? Yeah, that's the word. The second main idea is not necessarily mechanical. Honestly, it's more of a decision making, like being patient and not fighting when you have a lot less health than them. But honestly, that was like the most important thing we saw for sure. Which of these do you want to see next? I think you mentioned Caitlyn. You are playing Jinx.
Caitlyn would be an okay one to go.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Caitlyn is 2 times as important to use abilities correctly, right?
Yeah, I probably don't use them correctly in any at all.
Yeah, most people, this champion is extremely hard. Like if you ever use net incorrectly, it's gonna be hard to play the game, right?
Like, look at this guy. What's he doing?
He was trolling. Nice punish.
Yeah.
This is also just as long as you know our golden rule. That was a nice snipe. That was really good. As long as you know our golden rule of using abilities, you're good to go.
Okay, so I shouldn't have stood up there. Obviously, I hit my Q. So I got.
Well, how do you know?
How do I know that wasn't good?
Yeah, before we see it, how do we know walking up?
How do we know? Because we have he's in the bush now, but like when you walk up, I wanted to go up and auto him with my 4th shot. I'm pretty sure that's what I have right. But then I lost vision of him, so I couldn't auto him, and then Saber just autoed me and queued me, and I lost all my health. Plus their minions. Well, I don't know. Did I walk up far enough to the caster minion's gonna focus me?
Okay, those are true, but there's an even more important idea in lane here.
I guess.
Because those are all definitely very good ideas. Let me see if I can. Okay. Here.
Oh, they're level 2.
Yeah. So this is just level 2. You know, kill 1 wave and then the next three. I
think that's actually in that game. I honestly played that, or I honestly realized that when it was too late.
Okay, it's not the end of the world. Level 2 stuff is like not something to focus on, to be honest. So
I'm seeing a lot of Ezreal supports. I don't know if that's normal or not, though.
I think people are just trying it out.
Okay, this is definitely. Hell. So actually, I remember what I did wrong in this one.
Why did I pause there?
Well, I used my Q.
Okay.
That's all I did.
So,
I used my Q. And that's all I did. I don't. Other than that, I think I just used. I don't know. I used my Q and that's it.
so
Sure,
did it hit? What do you think?
No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't.
And what are the chances of it hitting here?
Well, I thought he'd run into it when I hit it, but like, cause I'm trying to throw it in front of him, and I thought maybe because the way it's gonna go, I thought he'd E into it.
Right. So it seems reasonable, right? He's walking in this direction. How else is he gonna get to his tower, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I said the chance of you hitting this are 0%, why is that?
Well, I mean, he's going into a bush, so and he could have honestly just walked towards us and dodged it, but that's probably not likely either. But
pretend. Wait, okay, sorry. It's not really 0%, but it's close to like 30% or less, right? What is Ezreal thinking here? What do you think?
I'm gonna E when it's close to me.
Yeah, yeah. Or what is this Udyr? This Udyr's in his face, right? He's like, how do I get away from this dude? So he's gonna blink away or he's gonna flash away, right? And how many times is he gonna do that? Out of 10.
Out of 10, yeah, like every single
time, right? We'll say every time. So I want you to. The reason why we're talking about this is because it's a skill shot idea, but it's also ability usage related, right? Remember, we want to land everything, and we also want to get max potential, right?
Right.
So if we watch this, how many times out of 10 will you hit him if he's stunned?
Yeah. Oh well, every single time.
I would agree, every time. So how do we train this habit?
Just think about what we're gonna do when Udyr goes in.
Mm-hmm. I want more general because this is a little bit specific, right? This could be Elise, this could be Xin.
Well, okay. Well, just thinking about like what the jungler's gonna do when they go in.
Just like in just like any fight in general. Let's say it's not clear that you should use this stuff like expunge or your Q on Kaylin or anything like that. What should you do if you're not sure if it's gonna be good?
Not do it.
Yes, hold on to it. Hold on to it. That's the secret. Like it goes with like patience when you're playing Twitch and you came out of stealth. A different kind of patience, but just straight up don't use it. And I promise you, they're gonna drive themselves into a corner where you literally can't miss, like here, all right? Literally can't miss. So you want to make sure that we are kind of working on this habit first, because if this becomes like a permanent habit, then it's impossible to play the game with only 0 abilities, right? Or if you have less than your full abilities, right? You're missing part of your kit here. So it's not that you don't do this. It's just that you need to recognize that you want to work on this, because you can do this. Right? We saw you hit Ezreal sometimes. I mean, you're gonna hit the Saber, right? It's like you have a good idea of when to use it. You have good ideas. It's just you got to make sure it's clean before you use it, I think, because there are a lot of misses as well. So a lot of good usages.
I missed like 5 CS in a row there, and I was not happy about it.
That's okay. That's not gonna matter that much, honestly. I want you to think all you care about is really the fighting of the game, right? Team fights, skirmishes, mechanics. That's really what's gonna win you the game. And once you kill people, then just take Baron, right? I mean, I saw you with Baron last game, so we're not really afraid of you closing out games. We're more afraid that you might lose fights you shouldn't. So
yeah.
Keep going though.
When it comes to skirmishes in lane, and I know that all depends on the support matchup, right? Because it's based on what you do and all that. We could like, I think in like if we trade with them, it's I don't know, like we're relying on Lux hitting her bind or whatever,
right?
Or we can't really do anything other than that. Silver's got spell shield for it and all that, so it's just kind of like it's I feel like it's like an even matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sounds about right.
Yeah, I feel like my matchup knowledge isn't up to par, knowing what we can and cannot do in life. I think that's what hurts us.
I mean, I think you have a good idea, right? You're like, oh, we gotta wait for a Lux binding. It's gonna be these guys are throwing skill shots at each other, and we play off that, right? And before you're like, we don't want to trade with Jin and not get poked by Baron. You have a good idea. You have good ideas. It's very much about making it keeping it in your head as you play it. I mean, you say your matchup knowledge is subpar, but what you just said is perfectly true, right? Everything was correct, right? You don't really have any. I don't think you really have any problems there, right? If there's like something to worry about, it's like honestly, I don't really think there's anything to worry about. It's really more of a execution thing. Like when you fight, are you using your abilities correctly and stuff like that, right? So here's just yeah, that's basically about it, right? If you want to talk about matchup stuff, very much go for the most obvious stuff. Like land bind can be winning, right? And getting poked is losing, right? You see what I mean? And then you're doing perfectly fine. The way you're playing is really good, consistent. There aren't any real problems with laning phase, right? Laning phase is just like laning phase becomes a problem only if you start dying to the jungler over and over. So
yeah, because we gotta pay attention to it. Which I right now one of my main roles is jungle, so I kind of know
nice.
what people are gonna be doing and stuff, and where the jungle is.
Yeah,
Kind of easy to identify when they're starting.
I don't really think you've died to a gank at all, right? So you're really good on that front. It's all about like you said, mechanical ideas. Hold on, what happened here?
What?
This is fine. We were gonna talk about base timing and stuff, but
I was like, well, if I base right now, she's gonna try to push it in, and by the time I get back, my tower, which I think it did.
I think you did fine. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about like base timings or anything like that. I think what you're doing here is totally a-okay for now.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering why. So you think the reason why I'm the lower elo is because of my right here. See, okay, yeah. I was looking out for Rengar this whole time too. I was like, where the fuck is he?
You might have a problem with this bush, this bush and the other bush, right? Because that happened in the Twitch game too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and then this happens. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Oh, let's go Udyr. Kill them all. Let's go, baby.
And he actually does, to be totally honest.
Very nice. And yeah. So okay, if there is something to look at in lane, they are in every bush. The jungler and people you can't see, support and jungler in every bush. Okay. Until proven otherwise, like you throw a skill shot in there, or something like it's warded, or I don't know, right? Until proven otherwise, they are always in the worst spot possible for you.
Right. Oh man, I was.
I mean, she flashed, so that's not bad. You had a nice key there. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, I don't know about the siege. Okay, good. You guys are out.
Yeah, Lux keeps taking my. He was griefing me. He's mad because I kept missing minions, and he's like plat 1 or something, and he's mad because I was missing minions, and he's like, "Well, I'm just gonna take all your minions."
We can talk about this mid game stuff. So, if there's no fighting going on, you wanna be farming, right?
Yes.
So in this case, which lane do you want to be farming? Well,
I always know if you take the enemy's tower, you want to rotate to mid. If there's nothing else to think about, if you have no other ideas, just go mid and just try to take their tower, because you're already better than their bot lane probably taking tower. And with the pressure, they have to. If their wave's pushed up, bot lane has to go respond to it. So you can just go mid and they'll take that tower, or you can get drag, or you can get rift, just depending on how the game is. But yeah, usually you just want to go mid. But I saw a wave coming in my tower, so that's why I went down.
And well, who is going bot? Who's currently on the way bot here?
Is it Udyr? Oh wait, yeah, Udyr.
I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how
At least
Okay, can you see here? The thing is not blocking the way.
Yeah. Well, Lux is going down.
I want you to think.
LeBlanc's going.
Yeah, LeBlanc's already going. So, do you see the problem here?
Well, yeah. I don't know why she wanted to go bot though when we were just right there anyway, because she probably would have got denied all that CS. So that's why I went down there.
Well, this is the correct lane assignment. We would say is that she wants to go bot or top, or she wants to be in a side lane, right? And here's just a big idea. All right, it's just everyone wants their own lane, and what I mean by everyone is the solo lanes and the ADC. You guys want your own lane, so it doesn't matter for now. It does not matter what lane you go to. It's that it's yours. You're the only one that's farming it, right? So if no one goes mid, that's the issue, right? So if she's going bot, you just stay mid, and you see how this becomes a problem, right?
Yeah, because everyone's mid.
Yeah, they're all, I mean, they just take Rift Herald, they take your tower, right? This doesn't make sense, you know.
Yeah.
So if she wants to go bot, you go mid, right? That's all there is to it. So just remember the idea. Everyone wants their own lane. Because look at all this mid farm. Look at all the mid farm dying, right? All the mid farm is just dying to the tower, so that's kind of awkward. Okay, and then let's see what's going on here. Push it out, very good. Oh, we're mid now, so that's good at least. Very nice, very nice. Okay. You shove them in if something will naturally happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just FF.
Thanks for the host, Prismal.
Like in a second, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very nice by Lux. Okay,
Right,
let's get the hell out of here.
I wish I wouldn't have.
Nice try. This is not that bad. Don't worry about it. Not bad, not bad. Killed a dude. Drew him to the jungle. Sure. Okay, and then what's going on here? Very nice. Push mid. You shove mid. Something happens. Take tower. Take Baron. Everything's gonna be pretty.
Am I making the right decisions?
No, yeah, this is fine. It's just the only big one was you didn't want to share lane with LeBlanc. All right, that was the only big one. All right, everything else is totally fine as long as you're not in like the only time there's a problem is like you try and do something and there's no chance it works. So what you've been doing so far, there's no chance that they can stop you, which is why we've been just skipping over it because you're doing really well, right? Every time we, I want you to think that every time we're not really pausing to talk about stuff, you're playing perfectly fine. Like do it every game, 10 out of 10. All right. We're really looking at the big picture stuff where things that will lose you games or habits you want to start developing in order to win fights. But I mean, here you don't really have to do anything. Your team is just super strong. Your team just runs them over. So you just straight won here. So this one is pretty standard, I guess, where we didn't really have to do anything. And then let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, this is a loss. Wait, hold on. Before you start that one, I want to make sure that's.
Oh, yeah. What are we waiting for?
I just want to make sure this was the one I wanted to post.
Ah, I see.
Thanks. Yeah, I haven't played much ADC rank this season yet. I've been just kind of practicing and trying to learn, I guess. Normals and stuff. I've played some.
Oh my, Yasuo Leona. This is a strange one.
Yeah,
Is this the one
okay.
or?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do this one.
Okay, nice. I think we got like 10 minutes left, so we'll definitely be seeing if there are any new and or similar ideas from what we saw in the last two games.
Yeah, I think this one, honestly, we can't really do anything in this lane.
Oh yeah,
I can save myself because of my spell shield, but I'm lucky I have that. But like Zillion doesn't really do anything for me pretty sick. Like
this is true.
Like he doesn't do anything for me, so how am I gonna win?
No,
Yeah,
so what's the point of playing Zillion? What do you think?
The point, well, to keep me alive, but I mean, or to be able to poke, but
it doesn't seem like very good poke though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really trust.
Well, what makes Zillion good? What are the pros?
Well, makes Zillion good is that he can keep you or him alive with his ulti. He can create CC if he lines up his bombs correctly. He can speed and slow you.
So how effective is that? All that stuff early game.
We can poke them out, but I just feel like in this lane right now, like look at that. I don't know. Like he doesn't hit a lot of bombs.
Well, like how like when I mean by like how effective, I mean like is he strong, not strong, or average?
He's not strong at all.
I would agree, not strong. What about level 18?
I mean, I feel like level 18 at that point you're team fighting, so I mean, it's a different story, right?
Yeah. So how effective do you think he would be?
I think he's good, really effective at level 18.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be insane, right? He's gonna save 3 people in one fight. So that's if you play with some kind of scaling support, you would want to realize that in terms of matchup ideas, you're really not trying to do anything in these kinds of lanes, right? So that's kind of the general idea is like, oh, we'll scale and we'll win, some kind of idea. But if you don't scale, then you got a problem, right?
Oh.
Okay, what's going on here? Because it feels bad, you gotta run for the hills. Okay, I mean, since you want to talk about mechanical ideas, we can talk about mechanical ideas for ADC. So if you had to dodge this skill shot, how do you trick her into missing?
I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure the very tip hit me. Am I right? Like the very tip of it hit me.
Well, I mean, this is pretty much in range, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I could just move back and forth.
Okay, right. No, I would say
like just move towards them and then move away because they really can't see me after that.
We'll move towards them, like go this way.
No, move back, like behind.
Oh, like this?
Kind of a little bit, just to dodge it.
Yeah. No, yeah. Anything like this is good.
Because my spell shield is still up, so I could just use my spell shield with whatever else they have. So I mean, but yeah, I definitely could have dodged that.
We're just talking about like mechanical ideas because you're not always playing Saber, right? It could be something else. So,
moving toward the right, I guess.
Right. Anything that isn't running a straight line, right? So you want to kind of debate out an ability, like move back and then move forward immediately, or anything like that. So anything like that is really good. That's just like ADC idea in general. Yeah, is always try and debate your movement. Put yourself in Leona's shoes. She's gonna try and hit you when it seems like you're running in a straight line, right? So convince her somehow that you're not gonna dodge and then dodge. Right. In this lane's gonna be super tame. You're not gonna do anything crazy. I want to see some fighting. All right, let's see some interaction. Let's fast forward to the interaction stuff. Here we go. You guys get a gank? What happened here? Oh, did you just... Let's watch this.
Oh, yeah, they entered. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. How did they die here?
I think I'm pretty sure Yasuo just died to the tower.
What the fuck? I see. You just ran it down. Good. That was really well played. Look at this boomerang. How good is this boomerang? What do you think?
I think it's really good.
Yeah, out of 10, if you gave it a score of 1 to 10, what would it be?
I'd say a 9.
Yeah, I would say like a 9, 10. It's 10 out of 10, right? It's really good. So I don't know what's going on with the Twitch game, but when you're playing Caitlyn and Saber, things seem to be a lot better in that regard. So maybe that's not something you want to majorly focus on unless you're playing Twitch, right? Boomerang usage seems to be good so far. Maybe it's because it's more obvious in that if you hit it, it's good, and if you don't hit it, it's not good.
I mean, I'm not going to hit it. I'm not just going to throw it at them. I'm either using my Q to push the wave or using it like efficiently, like if someone CCs someone or it's obviously going to kill them or execute them. But here's Kane. This is my favorite part. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but they're all gonna die to Kog'maw here. So, oh, maybe not. She based. Okay, I guess she based. That's fine. Sure. Let's keep going. So I think the biggest idea really came from the Twitch game, where if you play Twitch, remember those ideas. But if you're not playing Twitch, maybe you want to be working on something else, right? Oh, this is free as hell. I mean, you could still work on ability value ideas, right? Why would I say that here?
Well, I use my Q at the stupidest time. Like I should have hit Yasuo with that Q.
Right. And if you can't hit him, what do you do?
Not use it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing is that, you know, if ever this ever happens, your guys are losing the fight, we would say. Right. You lost all that potential. So it's okay though, because we didn't really see that happen that much. And then, you know, when he no longer can dodge, bam, we would say this is a lot better, right? Going for a Q here. But it's okay. I don't really think that that's the main issue you've been having. That Kaylin game, honestly, you don't even have to do anything to win. So I'm kind of curious to see how this game goes. Oh, here we go. The biggest thing is definitely in lane. They're in this bush, right? They're in the bushes that you can't see. So you should always expect that. Oh.
Oh yeah, I love this one. This is my favorite. So I get one shot. Like, well,
this is a Zillion ulti, right? Okay, nice.
Yeah, well,
this is fine. You guys win this. Oh, he's dying so fast. You don't win this. Okay, that was a nice try. Whoa, where are you going? Oh.
Yeah, that was just me overextending and thinking I could do. I thought I was a big boy, but I wasn't.
I think okay. There's a big thing to look at. It's this, which is what we saw in the Twitch game. What is this?
Well, all my abilities are down, so I can't really do anything.
It's related to you had no HP and you tried to fight on Twitch. You remember that?
Yeah, okay.
In the laning phase. So is this similar?
I mean, I do have more that. Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, I have more than half, but that's
true. That's true. So it's not as bad as the Twitch one, but the question is, can they kill you?
Yeah.
The HP is only there to make sure that you can or can't die, right? So I think you might want to be focusing on how the enemy is going to kill you and less on how you're going to kill them. Unless you're working on, you know, getting 6-stacking sponge and all that stuff, then you want to focus on how you can kill them. But very much this is a prevalent idea in your games where you're like trying to hit someone and then you die, right? When they just turn around and hit you. But okay, the game's not really still going so poorly, so how do you guys lose? Let's see. That's what feels bad. Pretty sure you can't get away from these guys. Feels bad, man. You just E's and you're doomed. She has no E. They're chasing you so hard. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was trying to debate him.
You wanna not help this? Okay, good. Okay, sure. What do you think?
Well, definitely too close to him. I mean,
so I think there's a safety idea going on here where you want to make sure that these guys can't kill you before you hit someone, right? So this guy is
actually wait a minute. Oh yeah.
You know, you see how we kind of know before it happens, right? Is that it's just super unclear that you're able to do something here. So I want you to play. Okay, more safe is like too general. We want you to think about how they can kill you before you walk up. Like, are you safe before you can hit the closest guy? All right, and make sure you stay on the safe side rather than the trying to hit people side. Like, make sure you're more paranoid than not paranoid. You know, otherwise you won't be able to play the game. Like what's going on here. Like this happened 2 times in a row, right? In the sense that your 2 major mistakes came from this idea only. Really good. You push that out. Very nice. Sure, we can defend mid. Oh, here comes a fight. Oh, this is really good. You're being really safe here. Very nice, very nice. Kill this Rift Herald. Push this out. Let's go see Baron. All the like macro stuff has been fine. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, your videos really helped with that. I feel like, because I've watched them. Before I was just like, I don't know what the hell to do in mid game, and then when I watched them, a lot of people are like, yeah, how to climb is you just like you play like 2 champions and you just like that's it. And you watch your VODs.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you watch your VODs and there you go, guys. Here's the video. And then I was just like, all right, and then, but yeah, yours is just like actually helpful.
I try and gear mine towards how to play the game.
It's actually crazy how you're master and you play with all the big boys. Like shit, I had no idea you even existed. So, but yeah, definitely. I don't know. The hard part for me is trying to get my teammates to follow my mindset. Like, okay, what can we get? Right. Well, next thing up, I don't even know. Like, when even see, but
I mean, this is all good so far.
Yeah, like, okay, Baron's up. They have that warded. Why don't we just push mid and try to get vision on it? Because that's the next objective. Oh, wait,
actually, hold on. Let's back it up.
They get Baron. Okay.
When did they get Baron here?
They got it right there. And I knew they were there, I'm pretty sure. Wait, did we fight?
Let's back it up. They were pushing you guys in, and then you guys based. And then they snuck it because they just ran straight towards it. And you guys didn't know what to do, so they got snuck under your feet.
I knew they were there, I'm pretty sure. I just knew that my team, like, we weren't gonna go there and get it.
It's okay. Sometimes it happens. There's actually something you can do to help with this idea. What do you think it is? Like they're on Baron and you don't know, you can't tell. It's something ADCs always buy.
A ward?
What kind of ward?
I feel like a blue ward.
Yeah, the blue trinket. But it's okay, you know. Even if they get the Baron, it's honestly not the end of the world as long as you guys can hold the fort. So, let's see what's going on here.
So I'm pretty sure this game's still winnable.
Oh yeah, easily winnable. We would say. Them getting Baron is not too much of a problem unless you guys somehow leave your base and all die. You know. Okay, what happened there?
Well, I ulted, but I thought, okay, so my mindset was, all right, Annie has her ultimate up. I'm like, dude, we should just ult them. Like, press R. Press R.
What if they press R on you?
Well, I mean, I'm far back, right? This is my mindset. Like, I'm far back here. So, Annie, all she's got to do, because I'm sitting here waiting for them to do something. Because we got engaged. We do have it. We have Annie stun. We have Darius E. We have Camille going in. Like, we have stuff we can do.
Right.
So right here, Annie has her stun built up. I thought we could do something, but no, the team's just like, no, we can't. I felt like they were grouped up when you paused it there. So I feel like that was a perfect opportunity to do something.
Right, but it's kind of the how I remember back in our discussion when you went back in on Twitch, right? And it was like it seemed like it was 1v3, 1v4. Like maybe if we play perfect, something could happen here, right? What do we say about the plays that you make have to be what?
Yeah, they have to be 9 out of 10.
They have to be so brainless. Like your team is so brainless. Like let's say it's 5v4. And they're just standing here. We would say that's brainless because then your team can do whatever they want to win. But in this case, if it's 5v5 and we're looking for some kind of soft engage on the front line into Darius pull and double stun from Zillion, right? How often do you think that will happen?
Well, yeah, I know. In this situation, I thought Annie was going to do something. That's why.
I mean, it looks good, but remember that when you use your ulti or your abilities, you're committed. You can't take it back. Right, that's kind of like your chance to influence the game. So if you use it thinking that Annie can run forward and find something, I don't know, it doesn't seem good enough. It doesn't seem reliable enough. We would say, right? Okay. Because here you guys don't have it. Now it's really awkward. Here that might be more brainless for her to run in because they have nowhere to go.
Well, yeah, that's true. I feel like in this situation, if she went in, we would like there's just her and them, and then me, and then there was no one else. Camille was kind of following.
Or maybe she can find some kind of fat stun, right? But even then, we would say, hey, if it's not clean, don't go for it, right? No problem. You guys don't really need to do anything here. If it's not clear, like at this level, things are very obviously won or lost. There's no subtleness to it. It's just one dude's just dying, or one dude's inting with the engage, or who knows, right? There's no kind of everything you see in these fights will be omega obvious, right? So make it super brainless for your team, and they'll find it. Okay. But if it's unclear, if it's any chance that they're like, oh, I don't really see it, then we just wait, no problem.
Right.
All right, here we go. This is spicy. Okay, let's talk about this because I think if there's a second thing to talk about, the first thing you want to work on is if you have no HP and you want to hit someone, make sure you can't die. That's the first thing.
Right.
The second thing is they're in every bush that you can't see, like at all times, because this happened in lane 2, right? So this is a famous path where if they're standing here, what do you do?
If they're standing there, I either can flash, use the thing there, or die.
Right, and you have options of bad or worse, right? So we would just try and avoid this altogether. So
Right.
I think you do have a habit of going through and not making sure that the enemy is in the bushes next to you. So let's go, Darius. Oh, this Yasuo is dying. Let's go. Oh my lord, that was so close. You guys want a kite here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean,
This is getting really awkward, but still doable. Auto attack W, right? Okay, very nice. Now go heal. Okay, I mean that's fine too. Oh, Vlad's gonna try and flash on you if you're not careful. Or Gary. Oh,
yeah, 900 true damage right there, dude. Can't defend against that.
Well,
but
this
yeah,
could
I
be any
think-
top laner, right? To be
Yes.
honest. For example, Jax or Renekton or what else do you see? What else is top lane? What else do you see in your games? Riven.
see-
Oh God,
yeah,
there he
yeah,
is.
definitely.
Honestly, it could be any of these guys, right? So I think this is the number one thing that might be holding you back is you're trying to hit someone, but they can just kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does
I
that
just feel like
kind
if
of
I'm
make
not
sense?
autoing someone, because I'm ranged, but obviously Darius can get like it's. I feel like his Q is a gap closer, but it's not. Like he gets movement speed, and then he silences, but he can just like get to me easy.
Right,
I
right.
shouldn't have been standing so close.
Right. If you wanna have impact on an ADC, I want you to think you stay safe, they overextend, then you kill them. Right? But we don't hit them until they make that mistake. Right? Because if let's say you try and hit them and then they turn around and one shot you with flash or something like that, what are you gonna do? Right? There's nothing you can do. So it's really a waiting game for you to make sure that you survive and then you can hit people. So let's see. Oh. You're gonna die to Leona. Feels bad, man. You see how like that kind of works where they're only ever gonna do the most obvious thing, right? Like I want you to watch Leona here. I want you to watch Leona here. This guy. Okay. So tell me if she surprises you.
She did what she was supposed to do.
I mean, she's looking at you and pressing R, right? So the only reason why you're having trouble with this idea is because you're trying to hit someone without waiting it out. I want you to think just wait things out at this level, because they will use. She's gonna try and ulti Kog'maw or something, okay, or Annie or Zillion or whatever. But just make sure that it's not you. And then when they have nothing left, go kill everyone. All right. I want you to think that you're the janitor of the team. You're actually the janitor, where you just walk up and you just mop the floor and they all die, right? You see, let's take a look at the other fight that you had that was really good. This one. You see how like they're using everything and therefore you can kind of kill everyone, right?
Yeah. Kane actually had a good ult there, to be honest.
You see how like they just die for free. Like this is what you're looking for. These guys just they just run it down, okay? That's what you're looking for. So wait until they do that and then you can start hitting the closest guy, right?
So I stay as far back as I can until they use all their stuff.
Yes. Let me see if we have some team fighting examples in here. And I think we can do last questions at the same time.
I do have a question, actually.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a game, like if I'm playing AD,
Uh-huh.
and like let's just say I'm playing like Caitlyn or something, and they have a Zed or something like that on their team that can like one shot me. Because like Zed's got flash and then W to get to me, right?
Sure.
I've been in games where I've played as far back as I can, but I don't want to be too far back from my team, to where he'll just W flash alt me and then kill me, and then get out. And it's like I don't know what to do. Like
You have to stay out of range, or you have to have some kind of plan. So, like, let's say, for example, you think that if you can survive if you dodge his Q after he ults, you can flash it, right? Or let's say you think you can stopwatch his ulti, you can go for that. But let's say you don't have anything. Let's say you don't have anything. Then you have to stay out of range. That's kind of how these champions work, right? Who else is that going to kill? Like, you're the main target. So you have to stay super far out of range until you can find something. So does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Stay out of range until they commit. All right. This is the kind of have you seen the team fighting video before on YouTube?
I actually saw you just a couple days ago, actually.
Okay, well that's perfect. Yeah, just review that one a lot of times. It'll help a lot. Like stuff like you don't have to be the guy killing everyone. You just need to make sure you're alive, right? So you see how like every time we hit someone, we're standing super far back, right? We step over here to make sure we're safe. And I think that right now you're just eager to do something, and so even when they can kill you, you're still trying to hit people, right? That's kind of the main idea. And then if you see some play, you can go for it. But you'll see that we weren't in danger the whole fight, right? And that's kind of what you want to be going for, right? Because the macro is like pretty good. The laning is not bad. It's really about the fighting. I think you want to be focusing on how you kill people and how you stay alive. Those two things. If you can solve for those two things in every fight, you're just gonna roll over every player. But solving for those two things is really hard. So I think making sure you're safe before you hit someone, and making sure you have good value on abilities, more so for Twitch than the others, will help you the most. Also, don't face check bushes. I think that's the other side note. Yeah, I think those are the two areas you need to be focusing on. So
yeah, 73% win rate looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, he's free a little bit. Yeah, I know. I just really like ADC a lot. I've been picking it up pretty easily. Or not picking it up, but like trying to trying to play it a lot to get to know other lanes. But I don't know. I've always wanted to stay away from the role because ADCs have been weak for a while now. I think you know that.
Oh yeah.
But now they just got buffed with the new item changes, so it kind of benefits.
It's a lot of fun now.
It is a lot of fun now. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Do I have any other questions? So yeah, I'm in silver right now. Well, I haven't done all my provisionals, I don't think. 80. Oh yeah, I have. I'm like B1 or bronze 1 or something. But yeah, so do you have any other tips for me as far as what you've seen?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Here's the important part is making the habits to stick in game. Like for example, we're trying to change your instincts when it comes to the game. So like right now, your instinct might be I want to hit the closest guy when it looks good, and we want to change that to make sure it's safe, and then you can hit the closest guy. So kind of forcing ourselves to develop this habit so that we become a better player when like a situation arises. You know that instinctively this is the correct move, right? So one way to work on the whole stay safe is don't worry about how you're gonna kill them. Worry about how they're gonna kill you, right? And then if you're not sure, then you play on the safe side because being sure not sure comes with experience. Like if you die to it before, you'll know next time, hopefully.
Right.
So very much a stay safe and then hit the closest guy. But I want you to think that right now it's kind of defaulting to hitting the closest guy, even if it's not safe. And I want you to think maximum safety, and then you can walk up and hit someone. And then the second thing is ability value, which we talked about. But that was honestly more of a Twitch thing than it is a Saber, Caitlyn, or I would assume Jinx thing, right? If you're missing Zap and ulti, okay, that's something to look at, right? But overall, it's the idea of you're just dying when you walk up to people, and that's how you lose fights. So does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. The habit for killing people, like helping the whole ability value and stuff is, like you said, don't use it. Hold on to it until it's mega juicy, right? Let me see if we have any examples here. I'm sure you know what it looks like. Let me see. Oh, there's some spicy stuff here. Oh, here's a good example. All right. So, how tempted would you be to use your ulti here?
Wait, which one?
Just like as Caitlyn.
To Lux?
Like, okay, it's probably not bad, right? It's not the worst.
I think using ult on Lux right now, I probably would have done it, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Maybe there's a chance they don't block it, but I'm thinking it's not good enough, right? Remember, you want maximum potential. So I want you to see like this is the average outcome if you hold on to it, is that they will kind of screw themselves over, right? I want you to watch. So you see, we were rewarded by just holding on to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Easy clap, right? All of a sudden,
wow,
we found someone else, and then that's just like one good example. Wow, what happened here? This is. I mean, we just hit it. We just hit him with everything. That's fine. You can do that. What's a good example of us just holding on to stuff?
I'm pretty sure I watched this game actually.
This one didn't have that many great examples, but I
remember. I mean, I didn't. It's better to look. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I didn't look at it to learn. I mean, I did look at it to learn, but like, I was watching your stream earlier, and I was watching it, and I was like, holy shit. But
yeah, very much a default to hold on to stuff instead of default use it as fast as possible. So you're not too bad at that. Just make sure that if it does happen, that's what you want to be looking at. So honestly, staying alive is really the big thing that was going on. Like sometimes you walked by bushes that they could be in, right? And that was they just came out and killed you. But you know, overall, those are the two main concepts you want to be working on. Two like core ADC concepts. So
right.
So yeah, one thing that'll help a lot is you know what all the champions do, right?
Like all the champions, like what they do and their abilities.
Yeah. Like when you play against them.
I mean, most of the time, yeah. Like there's some champions that I have to be like, oh yeah, okay. I think the biggest thing for me is like mixing the abilities, mixing them up. Like, Zyra's like E is her Q, or sometimes I don't face something in a long time and I have to go back and like look at it. But like usually in this meta, I feel like I see a lot of the same characters all the time. So I see a lot of the same supports, see a lot of the same AD carries.
Right. Well, one thing that could help you for staying alive is figure out what abilities they have that will kill you. Right. And make sure that you dodge it first before you try and hit anyone. That's really important, okay? Dodge it first or wait until you see it before you hit anyone. So like say for example, you see the Sejuani ult and then you try and hit someone and Malzahar flash ult you. Right? You got to wait it all out. Otherwise, there's going to be problems. So that's definitely one of the fastest ways to improve on this is predicting what they're going to use.
Right. Okay. I got you. So just waiting it out. You don't even auto? Like don't even auto.
You can't auto attack, right? Let's say you're afraid of Zillion flash ulti. And you try and hit someone. And he flash ultis you. What's going to happen? You're just doomed, right? That's about it, right? You just die. But let's say they start using all their abilities on your teammates, and he goes for a flash ulti on Fiddle, and then you just AoE crit him with Runon's Infinity Edge, and you reset off all of them, right? That's how you're kind of supposed to play, because that will give you the consistent win. You know what I mean?
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
You have to stay alive in order to do damage. So.
Oh yeah, the game you're looking at right now, that was juicy bot lane.
Yeah,
right
this
there.
is PogChamp. Look at these kills.
Yeah, it was Fiddlesticks literally carried my ass. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. he just
Press E.
He just spammed E and just
Press E. Yeah. Do you have any last questions? I guess.
Let's see. So I think team fighting is pretty standard. I kind of know now what to do and have an idea. Laning phase.
The whole bushes thing was the big one.
Oh, okay, I got you. So, one more question.
Yeah.
When it comes to the support matchups, so I know kind of how to do the matchups and figure them out, just doing an analysis, doing what you know. But what if my support, like, okay, so I got a Thresh, but what if he doesn't do any? What if he doesn't do anything all game? I guess we just don't do anything all game.
Like this, right? You're doomed. You can't. You just wait, right? If you go first, it's over. So you have to wait for him to land a hook. And remember that even if he lands a hook, you have to make sure it's good. Remember the whole he landed a hook when you were playing Twitch and it wasn't good to follow up, right? So even in these cases, you're like, oh, should I go if he lands a hook, right? What do I do? So yeah, you know, he lands a hook. Velga's gonna throw his E at you. Do you flash or not? Do you dodge or not? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it. Let's say he doesn't find anything. You just do your best to get as much money as possible. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah. So the game you're looking at there, yeah, I think our mid laner. I don't know if he kind of entered or.
What the fuck? Yeah, well, yeah, that happens. Don't worry about those games. You know, that's a mental practice. That's
your chat is
keep
like
your mental practice.
Your chat
2 and 20, dude. What the fuck, dude? I don't know. That's a go next. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, games where you have like Blitz, they can't land hooks, or Thresh, they can't land hooks, or even Zillion, they can't land a stun. It's okay. Just wait.
Yeah, just
do the best you can. So.
Right. Okay, that's good. I like that. Alrighty, awesome. I don't think I got any more questions. I definitely would like to do another coaching session eventually. I could just progress. I don't know if you do that or not.
Yeah, of course. So I would say go into your like next like 10, 20 games and solely focus on one habit. So like I would say the first one we would want you to work on is stay safe to a fault.
Yeah.
Right. I want to see like 0 deaths. That's what we want to see. At this level, you do not need to die to make something happen. Like, you get to my level, and you still rarely need to do that. So, usually speaking, a death is some kind of major mistake. So you want to make sure that you eliminate all of those, and then you watch your fights and ask yourself, are you using your abilities properly? And if you can do that for like 3 games in a row, then you know you're getting really good at this. Right. Okay, but when you're around that ballpark, I think that's the time for another session. So.
Okay, that sounds good.
I came here
Alrighty, so like I'll just play like
to suck some hard
30
candy
games or something.
And suck some dicks.
Reach out again.
This is good. I mean, this is a good champion to practice with, because if you can't do this, you will never succeed at Jinx, because this champion cannot run away. So if you're not safe, like for example in this game, and your team's pushing out, and you're like, hey, Talon's behind us, and you walk out anyways, you're 100% doomed, right? So this is a good champion to practice this idea on. Maximum safety.
So like, let's just say you are playing far back, right?
Yeah.
And I know, like, I mean, lower elo people don't know how to play champions, but including me, but they might know how to play champions, but we don't know how to go in. We just don't know how to like efficiently make a play.
Mm-hmm.
What if like a Talon like tries to go behind our team as like they have engage, and then they try to like go behind where I am?
I would just sit at the tower then, or ward one side and stay on that side so that you can see if they come for you, right?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Let's say you saw them mid and you're like, okay, this is a really bad drawing of the map. Okay, hold up. These are the nexuses. This is the mid tower. Let's say you saw them like in the mid lane. You ward this side and then stay on this side. So if he comes from behind you, he has to take the long way. You know what I mean?
Well, what I mean is, like, what if we're not in a lane? What if we, like, are in the dragon pit, or, like, we're close in the fog?
Yeah, okay. So let's say you're in the dragon pit. Oh, let me just take this out.
Not even the dragon pit. Like, we're just in the jungle fighting, the team fight.
Yeah, here we go. This is good. And you feel like you need to hit someone, you guys are going to lose. Okay, you don't hit anyone, right? Because this guy's still going to kill you. Let's say you're just in the jungle. Literally, here's a nice spot. This is you. And you have no idea where this Rengar is or this Zed, but the rest of the 3 teammates are here. And you can hit someone. If you hit someone, you're doomed. So you don't hit someone. You see how this works? Where you have to be safe and then you can hit someone, right? And then maybe you'll come up with a plan. Maybe you're like, I'm gonna flash over this wall. So Zed ults you, you flash over the wall. Rengar ults you, you die. So you see how this works? Where no matter what you do, you need to make sure you're not throwing the fight by dying. Right. And you're like, okay, nothing works. I would say instinctively, I would know that none of this works. So I would just be like, okay, we need to reposition all the way back here, or something like that. We need to get the hell out. We're gonna put a pink ward and run down this way, so they can only approach from one direction. So does that kind of answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
And if your team is chasing them, let's say your team is chasing this, and they're running it down, right? And they're just chasing. Then you stay as safe as possible, and then when you see the Zed and Rengar, then you can come help. But you don't go help beforehand. Otherwise, you just die. Like here's a famous example. Let's say this is you. I need to move this map. Let's say this is you, and this is the enemy, and he just went to fight at this 4v5 up top. There's a 4v5 up top, and if you go, you automatically die to him if he's waiting for you. What do you do?
So I am the M, right?
Yeah, you're playing M.
Yeah, okay. And
you're Jinx here, I'll say.
Okay, well, if the brown M is someone I need to watch out for, then I better go back to tower.
Right, you just push mid while all this is happening, and you spam back ping because you can't help no matter what. So you see how this works, though, right? Is that under no circumstances do you want to die for anything? I would say you don't want to die for free. So
right. Okay, I got you now.
Awesome. Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good. So I appreciate it. And I'll reach out to you in like 20, 30 games and see my progress.
Sounds good. Let me know how the games are going.
Yeah, I will, definitely.
Awesome.
I think I'm going to try to sub as well.
Good stuff.
So,
well, if you have Amazon Prime, it is free, so.
Amazon Prime? I'm a poor ass bitch, so I don't have that. but I might get Amazon Prime and do it.
Cool.
All righty, man.
Good luck in your games, and yeah, let me know how they're going. So.
All right, see you later, man.
Have a good one.